From a massive update from institutional crypto investors to all the latest data and updates for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others, this video will be the roller coaster ride for you to know what's happening in the crypto world today. So let's begin. So, last week, cryptos received a little bit less institutional investment. And in this video, I'll be discussing some of its important aspects and implications in the crypto world. According to CoinShares, digital asset investment products had $110 million in withdrawals for the week ending March 11 after seeing the largest inflows in 3 months the week before. The Purpose Fund received a net of $130.3 million in fresh capital, bringing the total net inflows to $126.8 million. So, in the face of regulatory and geopolitical uncertainty, institutions are reducing their crypto investments. Many experts have a different opinion about the happening. Let's discuss the entire thing with stats and values. According to CoinShares, the $80 million withdrawals from the North American market are most likely a reaction to U.S. President Joe Biden's executive order on crypto. No one knows the clear reasons, though. However, this is really bad news for cryptos. This is because after investing heavily in cryptos for about 7 weeks, institutions are now backing away from crypto funds. This means that they are now under a lot of pressure considering the macroeconomic environment, and this can affect the prices of cryptos as well. However, the good thing is that despite this lack of investment from institutions, venture capital investors are now investing in crypto funds. According to the most recent data from Fundstrat, venture capital buyers invested more than $4 billion in the final 3 weeks of February 2022. Furthermore, last week, they invested an extra $400 million in crypto firms. So this is positive news, and I think that this positive move from venture capital buyers can limit the implications of lack of investment from institutional investors. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin for a minute. So Doge has maintained its sideways trend, and we can now see that it is struggling to find any momentum to rise higher. Although it has been trading in the green right now, the overall momentum is still bearish. This is because it has been trading below its important moving averages, indicating that the current trend is negative and volatility is increasing. As a result of this, I believe Doge will consolidate in a bearish flag pattern in the following days. And now, let's come to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently showing some positive momentum as it has successfully breached through the resistance at 40K. Now the next critical resistance Bitcoin is facing is sitting around the 44K level. While it is still too early to assume anything, in my opinion, a conclusive breakthrough of the bearish trend line will bring the 44K level into play. I'm assuming it because there are certain factors behind it. For example, Jim Rogers, co-founder of the Quantum Fund, is saying that with the vast utilization of Bitcoin worldwide, the US dollar's worth is not only decreasing, but its existence is also in danger in some years. According to him, what is happening with the US dollar now is the end of the US dollar. Rogers believes that nations such as Russia, Iran, India, China, and Brazil would explore alternatives to reduce their reliance on the dollar. And now, let's talk about Ethereum for a minute. So popular crypto analyst Justin Bennett is saying that Ethereum is now trading inside a symmetrical triangle, and it is reaching the pinnacle of the formation. Seeing the current price movements, Bennett believes that Ethereum will break out of the pattern this month. So we can expect such a bullish move from it. Now another positive news for ETH holders is that there are chances of Ethereum becoming bigger crypto than Bitcoin. We are now seeing that Bill Barhydt, CEO of trading platform Abra, has predicted that Ethereum might reach a price of 40K in the future. He has attributed this to the Ethereum blockchain and crypto's multiple application cases. So this is actually good news for holders. However, I believe that it is way too early to make such a massive prediction. And now, let's talk about some latest updates on Metaverse cryptos. So the Metaverse world is becoming interesting day by day, and honestly, I am completely loving it. And this is why I think we should keep an eye on these cryptos. So we are now seeing that after extended consolidation, Mana is within a falling wedge pattern, and its price is steadily decreasing. But the good thing is that as the price breaks above the barrier, we may see a reversal pattern. This may signal the start of a fresh rebound rally, and the price action towards the top of the price pattern might lead to a strong breakout in the near future. And now, we are seeing that a newly released Metaverse crypto has been outperforming other major cryptos. So HydraMeta is a recently released Metaverse crypto that promotes itself as a platform for the gathering and service of NFTs in Metaverse blockchain games and was just listed on CoinMarketCap on March 13, 2022. Interestingly, it gained almost 561% in 24 hours only after its listing. So I think this is an emerging Metaverse crypto, and we should keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, we are now seeing that more and more firms are joining the Metaverse space. We are now seeing that Walt Disney chairman Bob Iger is sponsoring Metaverse startup Jenny's. He is now an investor and will join the company's board of directors as one of 5 directors. He said that he was particularly interested in companies that were using technology for disruptive purposes and, where possible, the intersection between technology and creativity. This sponsorship is going to be a big deal for Metaverse cryptos like Sand and Mana. I think these currencies will gain massive traction with this collaboration on board. Moving on, let's talk about other crypto updates briefly. So now, Luna investors can deposit their Terra USD stacks on ANC and get a 19.5% yearly percentage dividend. Luna's economic framework, according to the crypto analytics business, has supported the climb of Luna during periods of market instability. So this is good news for Luna, as this development can help in further growth of its price. Meanwhile, Michael van de Poppe, a well-known crypto analyst, predicts that 3 of the major cryptos by market size will continue to decline before establishing a local bottom. Starting with Luna, van de Poppe says that if the crypto markets continue to exhibit indications of instability, Luna will fall below $70. And now, let's talk about this interesting update about Cardano. So Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson recently commented on the ecosystem's progress, noting that many decentralized apps are waiting for the Vassal hard fork to benefit from pipelining. Cardano presently ranks 28th among decentralized finance systems according to DeFi Llama's rankings. While its total value locked has nearly quadrupled in the last month, it is still far behind Terra, BSC, Avalanche, and Solana. However, following the introduction of Sunday Swap and Min Swap to Zes, the Cardano network's total value locked jumped from around $1.7 million to $271 million, an almost 15,000% increase. So this is good news for Cardano, and it is expected that this is going to leave positive impacts on its price in the coming days. And now, it's time to unfold some recent updates for the overall crypto market. So Mayor Steve Adler of Austin, Texas, has taken a pro-crypto position with his latest suggested projects, which include blockchain technology and crypto payments. So this is good news for cryptos, as we are now seeing that more and more city mayors are adopting pro-crypto stance. Another good news is that some U.S. senators have also started to support cryptos. Just recently, Senator Cory Booker of the United States said that cryptos are an exciting idea with the potential to expand the American economy if properly fostered and controlled. It appears that President Joe Biden's executive action on cryptocurrency regulation has inspired Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey. Moving on. According to Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum, the Russian-Ukrainian war may have accelerated crypto acceptance to the point where it is now irreversible. According to Lubin, crypto's active engagement in the battle is significant for the sector, particularly in terms of how the Ukrainians exploited it as a means of raising finances to aid in the fight against the Russian invasion. So this is actually true because we have seen that crypto adoption has boosted amid this war. Now, we'll talk about the performance of the 5 most prominent cryptos this week. So after remaining quiet over the weekend, Bitcoin has now shown some positive momentum in the last 24 hours. However, a lot of volatility is expected after the upcoming FOMC meeting. Meanwhile, DOT has been trading on the downside, and it appears that the bulls are attempting to make a bottom in the zone between $16 and $14. On the other hand, for some weeks, the sand has been stuck in a range between $2.5 to $4.8, but it is expected that it is going to surge in the coming weeks. Moving on, RUNE effectively defended the level during the retest on March 8 after breaking above the moving averages on March 1. Now let's talk about the top 3 staking cryptos to pay attention to in 2022. So the first one on our list is FIREPIN. The team behind FIREPIN has announced that they have thoroughly investigated strategies to seek chances to reward FIREPIN participants. They believe it will require teamwork and patience, but they are optimistic about the outcome. Now, Let's talk about BIT next. So it was created in August of 2021 in collaboration with Founders Fund, Barhydt, and 30 other members. Its goal of expanding the ecosystem includes investing in new DeFi firms. And the third one is none other than Ethereum 2. Ethereum 2 will reduce transaction costs for current and future ETH token holders. Staking will completely replace proof-of-work mining in Ethereum 2. So these were the top 3 staking cryptos that are expected to perform really well in the coming months. So let's keep an eye on them. And that's it for today's video. If you liked our content, please leave a comment in the comment section below.